Do what? A lot of people want to come around. What advice can you give them?
Yeah, for me, I think that Halifax is a good place. For instance, when you are new in Canada and you come to Halifax, it's quite small with a lot of opportunities. So it's just a place that standard of living is quite low as compared to other provinces like Ontario and British Columbia and the rest. So for me, I always say that uh, one can always use Nova Scotia or Halifax as a transit point where you come in once you're able to integrate into Canada so well and you want to move to a bigger province, then you're able to do that. So for me, I think so far it's been great. There are quite a number of opportunities. You're able to get good jobs. You're also able to be able to understand and navigate the system so well because it's quite small. And for that matter, you're able to get access to information and we also have quite a significant number of Ghanaians here and also have a very vibrant Ghanaian association here in Canada.
Introducing Canada to the world.
Nova Scotia for the past 3 years, right?
Yes.
We have 10 provinces here. Why did you choose to come to Nova Scotia?
Came to Nova because I had to come to school here and I was here to school at St. Mary's.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah, so I've always been here because of school. And that is
Oh, okay.
why Nova Scotia was my first point of call.
Introducing Canada to the world.
So I work as my background is project management, and I've always worked with international development programs. So I currently support a government of Canada project where we're supporting black-led non-profit organizations with funding support and various technical assistance to make sure they are able to strive and also be able to support black communities across Canada.
Oh,
Right?
okay. So
Yes.
that means you guys, where you work, you guys help the non-profitable organization, the black community, right?
Yes, we
Oh,
support non-profit.
Edgar, then Life Goes On Foundation will need you.
Yeah, for us, we are always able, we're always ready and looking at how we can support black-led non-profit
Oh, good. I have
organizations.
some few friends. They are, they have foundation in Toronto, and I would like to connect them so that we work together.
Introducing Canada to the world.
Come to meet and greet new international students, visitors, and refugees in Canada on 31st of August, 2 p.m. at Morton Park.
Life goes on.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, beautiful people? This is your boy Watermaya, and I want to tell you all keep watching Life Goes On Entertainment TV. Peace out.
Keep watching Life Goes On Entertainment TV. Yeah!
Introducing Canada to the world. My name is Mr. Bruce. You are watching us on Life Goes On Entertainment TV. Life Goes On Entertainment TV, Toronto, Canada. Please make sure you subscribe, you like, comment, and share. Please make sure you come to meet and greet new international students, visitors, and refugees in Canada. This event is organized by Life Goes On Foundation in Canada. When you come there, you meet regulated Canadian immigration consultant, real estate agent. We have bankers around to give credit advice. You are watching us live from Halifax, Nova Scotia. And please make sure you come around. We have YouTubers awards too the same time. Come and see the likes of Choco Millionaire, MC Milo, Kognabuatin, and we have Plan Ahead GH available, and Nabafu will be there, and a lot of YouTubers. So for you, I see you. Top Connect. Everywhere you go, send money with no fees. That's the sponsor for Meet and Greet, new international student event in Canada, 2024. Top Connect. So download it now. No hassle. You know the vibes already. Bro, how you doing?
I'm doing good, you?
I'm good. Bro, I'm very happy to meet you at Halifax. And Kojo is my friend. Through Kojo, I got to know you. And there's a lot of people who want to come to Halifax. So we're going to talk about that one. And can you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Edgar Ada, and I'm also from Ghana. I'm from Narungo in the Upper East region of
Oh, okay.
Ghana. And I live in Halifax, in Nova Scotia.
Oh, that's good. Bro, I love Halifax. Yeah. But I came like Friday, Saturday, I went to downtown, Sunday, and I just love the environment and the people around. So, Edgar, how long you been in Canada?
Yeah, I've been in Canada for the past 3 years, and so far I think it's been a wonderful experience and it's been great. I like how Canada has been able to receive me and my family and be able to integrate well. And so far I think it's been great and wonderful.
Oh, that's good. So where do you live in Ghana?
Yeah, I used to live in Ashabote, closer to Adenta in Accra. Yeah.
Okay, Charlie. I remember this guy. You remember this music? There were some guys from Mashalgote. You will see or something like that. Is it Cocovelli?
Okobeli, yeah, yeah.
I remember one of the musicians were from there. And oh, so you've been here for the past 3 years.
Yes.
Since you came to Halifax, have you ever traveled to any other province before?
Yes, yes, yes. I've had the opportunity to travel across Canada. I've been to Ontario. I've also been to New Brunswick, and so I've had the opportunity to travel around a bit, and even Montreal and all that. Yeah. So I've had the opportunity to travel, to travel a bit.
So how many provinces remaining more for you to hit all the
Yeah, yeah,
provinces?
I'm not sure, but hopefully, I think this summer I'm looking at. I have some other trips that are kind of related to the projects that I manage as part of my job here in Nova Scotia. So it's most likely I'll be able to visit the other provinces, especially I'll be in British Columbia. Also have the opportunity to also go to Alberta, that's Manitoba and all that. So hopefully, I believe that, and even as far as Newfoundland.
Hey,
So I hope that and believe by the end of this year, I will have been able to visit quite a number, in addition to those that I've had the opportunity to visit already.
thank you. Friends of New International Students. I have a foundation in Canada and I have a WhatsApp group called Friends of New International Students,
Yeah.
Visitors and Refugees in Canada. A lot of them they keep on calling me, Mr. Bruce. I want to travel to Halifax, Nova Scotia, and all that. So Top Connect said, Bruce, okay, we will sponsor everything. So go to Halifax and interview a lot of students and the people there. So Edgar, I'm very happy for you to do this interview for me.
Yeah, yeah,
And you know
it's
what?
a
A lot of
pleasure.
people
Yeah.
want to come around. What advice can you give them?
Yeah, for me, I think that Halifax is a good place. For instance, when you are new in Canada and you come to Halifax, it's quite small with a lot of opportunities. So it's just a place that standard of living is quite low as compared to other provinces like Ontario and British Columbia and the rest. So for me, I always say that uh, one can always use Nova Scotia or Halifax as a transit point where you come in once you're able to integrate into Canada so well and you want to move to a bigger province, then you're able to do that. So for me, I think so far it's been great. There are quite a number of opportunities. You're able to get good jobs. You're also able to be able to understand and navigate the system so well because it's quite small. And for that matter, you're able to get access to information and also have quite a significant number of Ghanaians here and also have a very vibrant Ghanaian association here in Nova Scotia. So the association is also able to kind of provide a helping hand to make sure that new, especially international students who come into the system are able to get that adequate support that they will need to be able to integrate quite well when they decide to come to Nova Scotia or Halifax. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for your advice. And I follow immigration news, right? Every day I see PMP, Atlantic programs, Express Entry, Nova Scotia, this, that. So I think a lot of people are getting their permanent residence from here.
Yes.
The permanent residence is easy to get it from here. And few weeks ago, I went to New Brunswick.
Yes.
They are also doing good there.
Yeah.
So let's check something. You said you've been to Ontario before. Where in Ontario?
Yeah, Toronto.
Toronto.
Yes.
Okay, so you work as what?
So I work as my background is project management, and I've always worked with international development programs. So I currently support a government of Canada project where we're supporting black-led non-profit organizations with funding support and various technical assistance to make sure they are able to strive and also be able to support black communities across Canada. Right?
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
that means you guys, where you work, you guys help the non-profitable organization, the black community, right?
Yes, we support
Oh,
non-profit.
Edgar, then Life Goes On Foundation will need you.
Yeah, for us, we're always ready and looking at how we can support black-led non-profit
Oh, good. I have some
organizations.
few friends. They have foundation in Toronto, and I would like to connect them so that we work together. Thank you so much, Edgar. So, Edgar, since you came to Canada, have you ever traveled to any other country before?
Yes, 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 yes. I've had the opportunity to travel across because of the kind of work I do. I've traveled most of the time. I've been able to. I've been travel back to Africa, right? I've been
Okay.
able to go to Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, Zambia, Ethiopia, and all that. Because of my kind of work, I used to work on a project that we support organizations in Africa, right? So as part of my role, I visited most of these countries to look at how the projects are going and also to provide technical support to these organizations to make sure that they are able to comply to the donor requirements and also being able to implement their projects and also provide any form of technical support that they may need to make sure the projects are implemented effectively. So I've had the opportunity to travel quite wide and all that. So apart from living in Canada, I've had the opportunity to travel back and forth, and I've also been able to even visit Ghana and all that. So
Oh,
I've
that's
not
good.
really been somebody who has been kind of remained in Canada since I moved here. I've also had the opportunity to move in and out of Canada and all that. Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so you've been in Nova Scotia for the past 3 years, right?
Yes.
We have 10 provinces here. Why did you choose to come to Nova Scotia?
Yeah, I came to Nova Scotia because I came to Nova Scotia because I had to come to school here, and I was here to school at St. Mary's.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah. So I've always been here because of school, and that is
Oh, okay.
why Nova Scotia was my first point of call. Right. So yeah, and since then I've always loved Nova Scotia, and
Hey, bro,
I
that
always
means
think that.
you're not coming to live in Ontario. The way
No,
you are
no,
talking.
I'm not sure. Maybe probably Ottawa or something, but
Oh, that one.
yeah. So I'm looking at probably Ottawa because of my line of career progression. So maybe in the future, I probably would move to Ottawa. But for now, I know I'm going to be here. So I'm
Okay.
done with everything that I want to accomplish here before I can think about where I want to move to.
Okay, that's good. You were saying you are here with your wife and kids, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm here with my family.
One thing I like about Canada is when you come here, you can sponsor your family, your kids, and it's good. But do you miss back home?
Yes, 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 I do. I miss Ghana every time, and that is because in Ghana you're able to have the opportunity to see a lot of people. You get to see a lot of friends, and right, that is the one thing I miss. I remember when I used to live in Ghana and my everyday life. Sometimes you close from work, you're driving back home, you're able to call one or two friends. You get to somewhere, you have conversations, you're able to get food, and you're also able to see people quite often, right? But here in Canada, the difference is that everybody has a different schedule, right? So it's quite difficult to also see so many friends and all that. So I miss Ghana a lot when it comes to that. I know, of course, Canada has a lot of opportunities that are probably more than we would ordinarily have back home. But then I always say that if one of the things I miss quite much about Ghana is the family systems and the external systems that you always have to get opportunities to meet people as and when you need them. And you're also able to kind of feel the culture, have the opportunity to attend social events, get to see people, right? And people are always there when you call upon them to give you any kind of support, right? But when you're here, it's kind of like a closed ecosystem where you are not able to have access to everybody at the time you would want, right? And so that's the difference. And I also think it's not just Ghana, it's an African thing, right? Where because of our cultural background and values, we're used to that external systems where we always have people externally who are part of the family and are always going and always there ready to support you when you call on them, right?
Good. Thank you so much, Edgar. Edgar, we have a lot of new international students,
Yeah.
visitors, and refugees in Canada, right?
Yeah.
They are new. A lot of them they don't know anything. So can you advise them for me? How to manage credit card, how to stay away from criminal, inadmissible, and all that. So
Yeah, for me, I think that everything about integration in Canada, opportunity to read more, right? So before you move here, I also would urge our people, most of them Ghanaians or Africans, they have to read to understand how the systems work, right? And also try to make sure that before they take any decision, they have done a lot of research to be able to know the implications and how to navigate their way around when they are here. So for me, what the advice I'll give you is that once you come here, you should have that mentality that it's not that the roads in Canada are paved with gold, or you come to Canada, there's money on the floor that you have to pick. People have that mentality that when they get into Canada, it's just going to be uh, bread and butter, honey is flowing on the streets. That you're going to just come in and you're going to just integrate. You have to, it's a gradual process. So what I would advise is that when you come in here for the first 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, things are quite difficult. Don't give up. Just believe in yourself and just know what you want to do. Have a target, have an objective, and know that this is what I want to do. I'm giving myself this number of months, number of years, and this is what I want to achieve. So once you set your goals right, and you should just be resilient. You're going to kind of meet a lot of obstacles, a lot of challenges along the line, and also you are going to think that I'm kind of disappointed. It was not the kind of thoughts I had prior to moving here, but what I'll urge all of them to do is just stay resilient, stay focused, be consistent, and make sure that you have an objective and also try as much as possible. Don't give up. I know I've heard of a lot of people who come in and within first 2, 3 months they're like, oh, come on, I'm going back home. And the same thing happened when I was leaving Ghana. I was already happy there. I was working, had my own cars. I was okay already building my house and all that, right? But then as I had to come here, it was kind of difficult. Like it was a decision that, and my friends always attest. I was in Ghana for like, even when I was supposed to leave Ghana to come here, I was still in Ghana even with my visa. I stayed in Ghana for even over a year with my visas and all that because I was still kind of not sure whether I really wanted to move here permanently or I still had to. So it took me a while, and I know it's quite always difficult for people to make those kind of decisions. But once you make that decision, you're here, you have to be resilient. Of course, you're going to meet a lot of obstacles, but it also depends on you, the individual, to be able to know how you're going to put in measures to navigate, right? So for me, I think that they just have to stay focused, stay resilient, read more, research more to understand how things work, right? And once you do that, and if you don't understand anything, you have to always, you have people who are already around, right? Just take a phone and call, say, hey, come on, I've read about this. Can you explain it to me? I don't understand this, I don't understand that, right? And they'll be able to support with adequate information before you make certain decisions. And you're also a new student, and for us, we also support a lot of international students who come into Halifax. So I also try as much as possible to put in measures and try to support Atlantic Canada, and they want any form of support to understand the systems, to integrate, also support them to kind of put together resumes that meet the standards of the system, and also provide information on job and all that, and also support them to get jobs, right? So that is what I also try much of to do in my capacity, and also as the NEC Atlantic branch chairman as well. Yeah. So I also try to support as and when. And so I always receive a lot of calls once in a while from new students who come into the system, and they said, "Oh, we are here and we want to see if you can support us for one or two things." So yeah.
Thank you so much, Edgar. Edgar, in Ghana, I support House of Hope. Which team do you support them?
In Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in Ghana, my background from Navungo, right? And I'm a royal from the Navopio Palace. So we used to have a team as a young lad back then. I used to even play, even I played up to under 15 level, grade Nankas. Unfortunately, the team is no longer. So I fully supported that team from even Division 1, they came back to Division 2 and all that.
Outside Ghana, I support Manchester United. What about you?
Yeah, I also support Man United.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm a strong Man United fan.
And my
even,
favorite musician in Ghana is Obrafo. What about you?
In Ghana, my favorite musician in Ghana, I don't think I have any, but probably I'll go for. What will I even go for? I think I would go for Wendy Shea, and that's because
Shea.
I've seen a lot of Ghanaians don't like Wendy. She faces so much criticisms, and I like her because of her resilience. Right, she's been resilient even though all the media bashing, all the negative comments on social media. She didn't stop. She kept pushing, and today she has become a global icon. So because of that, I always go for her, right? Because I like her thick skin. She's able to
Good.
withstand a lot of criticisms, right? And
Yeah.
she has been able to be resilient, and now she's up there.
Yeah.
So I always
Good.
go for initiate.
Good.
Yeah.
And I want you to greet people inside Canada and outside Canada.
Yeah. So for me, I will just say hi to the entire Ghanaian community and to Atlantic Band members and also NDC Atlantic Canada chapter. I also joined the NDC Pro Forum, then also my my Ghanaian community here as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
And
for coming.
thank you for having me. And so it's
Gonna
been
link
a
up,
pleasure.
and
Yeah.
There's one thing I want to tell you. God
Yeah.
bless you for helping newcomers in Canada.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And
Are you a new international student, visitor, or a refugee in Canada? Thinking of where to get help in order to enjoy your stay here? Then, Line Goes On Foundation is here for you. We help you with accommodation posting, job postings, and references, free advice from RCIC, regulated Canadian immigration consultants, sharing and networking, advice and recommendations. So, why won't you tell your friends and family to join Line Goes On Foundation? Because with us, you are sorted. Line Goes On Foundation. Together, we can make it.
Introducing Canada to the world. Life Goes On Foundation, Toronto, Canada, LGO.
Life goes on.
yeah.
Yo, what's up, beautiful people? This is your boy Watermeyer, and I want to tell you all, keep watching Life Goes On Entertainment TV. Peace out.
Keep watching Life Goes On Entertainment TV. Yeah.